Yo, it's Brother Every Day Part 2, man. It's the podcast, and we can only go for 15 minutes, so I'm gonna try to do this before 15 minutes or whatever. That's the time limit. So let's get into the second album, Me Too, which is basically Merlin Every Day Part 2. Basically, what was the difference between that album with me using other people's beats is that I actually created my own beats. Basically, 90% of the album I did with my own beats and stuff like that. Of course, we got loop packs and all that type of stuff. And I think I only have two other producers on the album or whatever. To basically give you a different feel, because you basically gonna recognize my beats compared to the other producers. But Me Too was basically freestyle all the way through. I didn't write one word on that for that album or whatever. So I was basically on the go. I was back to work and things like that. The energy was still high to record and all of that. You know, Mom was out the hospital and stuff like that, and I just still felt like rapping and things like that. And the thing about it was that when I rap, it was, of course, like I said, just edited and things like that. So it's chopped and things like that. And I'm basically saying how I feel, basically speaking my mind and all that type of stuff on situations today, do a little storytelling and all of that. And definitely, it was basically an awesome experience to do those two albums in such, little time and stuff like that. Other people take years to do albums and stuff like that. So we're blessed and able to be independent and do what we want to do, and put out what we want to put out and stuff like that. And that's what I appreciate BandLab for, But that's basically what I wanted to get into, and basically wanted to piggyback off of and stuff like that. And the tracks are really good. I can't really think of any titles right now because I ain't listened to the album in a few days now and stuff like that. I try to when I listen to the album, I listen to it nonstop at first. I listen to it back and forth, just to hear, the clarity and am I really, saying anything, and does this really need to be out and stuff like that, and basically being my own critic and stuff like that. So after I listen to it, I go and listen to other things and stuff like that. I go to my music player and just start listening to some old tracks and stuff like that. And you know, sometimes, like I say, I will lose track. I like how I call things, income, outcome stuff. It's not really intro, outro. It's definitely a different field. Basically, getting into the stimulus package, the income, the outcome. So yeah, Me Too. Of course, we know Me Too is basically a movement, created to basically how do I want to say this, to basically keep people in check, and not just people in check, people who are doing devious things in check and stuff like that. And me, what I was doing is basically piggybacking off that energy and creating, flipping it basically into, a creative music type of concept and stuff like that. So we all know what the Me Too movement is and stuff like that. So another thing that's important about people creating albums is that you gotta have the same energy on that whole album. You can't be rapping about one concept and then get into a whole nother concept and then say, yo, this is the album. It's not gonna work. You can hear me when I'm on the album, and I got this from Lil Wayne, when he used to give you, Sorry for the Wait and the Carter. He would always separate those albums by basically promoting it through the album, through the mixtape and things like that. So I did that, Me Too. This is the Me Too move, you know what I mean? And I try to keep it like that, so when people hear the album, they're like, "Oh, okay, this is his album, Me Too," and stuff like that. So it's basically simple things, but the simple things can mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? When you're promoting and stuff like that. So that was pretty awesome and stuff like that. Shout out to the people that like that. So I noticed I had to go out to the chat room and reach out because basically, people thought I stopped making music on my profile, and I mean, I actually did. Sometimes I just put it unlisted, and I just listen to it myself or something like that. And I really wanted to put that out to let people know that yeah, I'm still rapping, I'm still good. Yeah, you know, I mean, through the situations that I'm going through and stuff like that, I'm going to create a energy and turn that negative into a positive. So, I mean, it was a lot that went down. Some people actually left the group and stuff like that. Some people actually dropped out of the group. People stopped doing work and stuff like that for street style entertainment, and they went on and moved on. So, I couldn't debate that, you know what I mean? Because I was, going through my own struggles and stuff like that. Always knew I could come back, if things wasn't that serious, and through the seriousness that it would be okay, and me being able to push through and make everything a lot better. And so, I understand I'm not judging and things like that. I mean, me personally, if I stopped doing music, because I stopped doing a lot of music on different teams, and I did start focusing on my own team specifically. We made a mixtape, made two mixtapes actually, two collections over almost 100 tracks. I had to take some tracks down, and other people deleted their tracks and stuff like that. But it was 100 tracks on street style. Like, I reached out to these artists, and these artists reached back out, and we made music in a short period of time. Before my family got sick and all that type of stuff. And we promoted it, we pushed it, and it was an awesome movement. So I mean, a lot of people, you know, they just join teams, and I'm like, I mean, if we join a team, we're gonna have to create something that's gonna be able to withstand, the test of time and stuff like that. Even if we make this and then we break apart, it's always gonna be on the collection to always come back and check it out. So, some people do it, some people don't. You know what I mean? Shout out to the people that do. I mean, other people that just it is what it is. So um, yeah, that's basically why I did that for street style and stuff like that. Of course, I did it for myself and my promotion and stuff like that. I basically transferred that energy into just doing something that, I could be able to lay back and listen to and be proud of, as well as, the team thing to be proud of and stuff like that. Ciphers and collabs and just crazy promotion. I think I was on a podcast, so that was cool. Shout out to the Lit Squad and Relia and Easy Folks. Um, yeah, man, I was just trying to just do something different and stuff like that, not just always on a team. We gonna rap with us type thing. It's like, okay, we're gonna promote this. We're gonna put this out. And I don't mind putting anybody on my profile. I don't care about the artists and how they are. I mean, we all unique and we all are different. Some people, you know, they they decide who they want to put on their profile, and some people just stay on the profile and just do their own thing and stuff like that. I don't mind who's on my profile. It's just a thing about me is that I want to work with as many people as possible and stuff like that. And of course, you're gonna have, you know, uh, backlash and stuff like that for being such a, cooperative person and stuff like that. And some people make diss tracks on other people, and you're on it, and it's like, oh, he's dissing me too. But nah, it didn't work like that. It was just me writing a verse to a beat, and that was it. His energy is not the same energy that I have and stuff like that. But we ironed out those details. Some people had to get blocked, some people had to get unfollowed. I mean, it is what it is, and that was a while ago anyway. Um, but yeah, I mean, basically just explaining, some of the stuff that went on. Basically, a wrap up from 2020 to 2021 right now and stuff like that. And hope more, projects and content will be coming your way. And, I'm always for it. I'm going to keep this to 10 minutes. So definitely appreciate y'all. This is sponsored by me too, Street Style Entertainment, um, Maryland Everyday Podcast. I salute y'all. I love y'all. Band Lab, what's up? I'm back. I'm coming strong. Street Style is definitely getting back on his feet. That is not a joke. Trust me, all it takes is one song, one verse. People don't know that, and that it was so hard for some people to actually collaborate with us and work with us. They rather just be social media, and I was like, yo, we out here trying to put some work out, and you just want to be social media all day, memes and stuff, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's how you want to promote yourself. I get it. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like I say, I love y'all. I'm out. See y'all later.